Ferrari have been going through one of their worst spells in recent history, and they were expected to vehemently oppose the freeze-on engine development after this year up until 2025. However, in what was a surprise to many, Ferrari were one of the first teams to actually get on board with this idea. This led to some suggesting that Ferrari may have solved their performance issues with their 2021 engine. Enrico Gualtieri, power unit director at Scuderia Ferrari, has now given an update on the exact performance gain they were able to achieve with their latest engine. I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, have Ferrari solved their performance problems? Gualtieri started off by explaining their approach. In our sport, you have to be continuously aware of the areas where you can improve, the points that you can improve. You have to continuously think about your lessons and experience, learn from your defeats, and then you work hard with humility. He then elaborated on the positives of such an approach. This awareness, along with our passion and skills, and the skills of our technical partners, is what created the Power Unit 065/6. Along with the chassis engineers, we have worked considerably on the layout of the power unit, trying to make the overall project for the car as efficient as possible. He then revealed the amount of time per lap they estimate to have recovered with their new car. We continuously worked on the internal combustion engine, aiming to increase its thermal efficiency, which has led to an advantage estimated at over 1/10 of a second per lap. He signed off by divulging the details of those parts of the car that are still a work in progress. The turbo compressor has been revised to meet the needs of the engine, and at the same time we have planned to increase efficiency in the recovery of exhaust fumes. We are also working on the hybrid system, on the electronic part, trying to revise all its components and optimizing them. Fast feed. Aston Martin's Sebastian Vettel pointed out that F1 races are such a big event with lots of people and lots of waste. As such, people want to drink something, and this is often given in plastic bottles or cups, which Vettel feels has to stop, and F1 needs to find an alternative. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko feels that they don't need to take any legal steps to prevent Mercedes from luring Max Verstappen away from them. They just have to give Max a car he can win with, and compete for the world title with, added Marko. He also suggested that the improvement in their engine should ensure that they are on the level of Mercedes. Marko, however, hopes that Mercedes' leap is not so big now with their engine that is already in its 8th year. That development curve has to start leveling off somewhere. Marko further feels their new signing Sergio Perez's experience in dealing with tyres is very important. If you have him alongside young Max, you might have the best driver duo. Former F1 driver Nico Hülkenberg is of the opinion that sprint races are rubbish. It sounds to him like something artificial to create excitement. Former F1 driver Christian Klein supported this notion by suggesting that if Hamilton and Verstappen finished first and second in the sprint, they will probably also finish first and second on Sunday. He also feels that if Sebastian Vettel doesn't get Stroll under control, his career could be over pretty quickly. He further pointed out that Sebastian always had psychological problems when his teammate was very strong, like with Daniel Ricciardo or Charles Leclerc. Haas team principal Gunther Steiner thinks that Ferrari has made a big step, and even though he hasn't seen any data yet, there seems to be a big step forward this year. He is, therefore, hopeful they can turn this into good results. Steiner further added, there's a lot of excitement, but obviously they know it will not be their strongest year. Helmut Marko has reiterated that Alexander Albon was unfortunately not consistent enough here, hence the driver change. And Williams CEO Jost Capito has stated that it's a huge opportunity to work with the new owners to get the team back to where it has been in the past. Will Ferrari's engine be competitive again this season? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.